Mere fees from where the Georgia Dome stood and the Falcons played for a quarter century. We're looking at the team's home since the 2017 season, Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Miami Dolphins and the Atlanta Falcons. Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And we're underway in Atlanta. Has this at the 6. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
Project X.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Ready.
Tua taken right to the air. There's a man, that's Konate Monfield. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. He gets 16 yards on that play. And it's going to be 1st down Miami.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Go. Ready. Hey, let's go. TX.
Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. So they should be a little prompter in snapping this, you'd hope, Brock, after that delay of game. Tua now from the gun. And it's caught. This is Jalen Wright. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Right here. Big team.
Throw right side, caught by Smith. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Good save. Go ahead. Big team. Corner, low. Out.
Here's Tagovailoa again. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That one intended for Jalen Waddle. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Throwing again. Here's Tua. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent game before being brought down.
There's no question, Kate, the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
All right, come on.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Kate, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time the plant was closed.
So on 4th down, out comes the son of a punter, Brad Robbins, to boot this away. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. About ready to go now. 1st and 10. Off the play action. May bails out of the pocket quick. He's taken in by the rookie out of Utah. And this play's going to come to an end at the 27. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Hey, what's that? Good.
They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that is good enough for Atlanta 1st down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Here's May on 1st and 10. They'll get it to Rashee Rice, complete. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
Where was that? Hey, what's that?
From the gun, it's May. Right side, reeled in by Pitts. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First down, May. Left side, it's caught by Rice. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. They gain 11 on that play. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Great opening drive continues. 1st and 10 at the 33. To the air yet again, May. Forced out to his right. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. Dodges another stop. And it'll be first and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
The ability to take any completion, short or deep down the sideline, and continue adding yardage, that's called yak, and every coach loves it.
Might be able to start their game with a score here, Brock. This is first and goal. The give now to White. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's second and goal. They go play action. Here's May. Vacates quickly left side. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1.
But once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
Only need 1 more yard on this opening drive. Here's third and goal. Robinson. He runs it across. Touchdown. The Falcons have a great first drive and get the game's first points. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And this drive will start inside the 25. Starting out trips right here. First and 10. Here's a give for Wright. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got second and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's second and 4. Quick slant taken in by Waddle. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Give him 13 on that play. And that is a Dolphins first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
First and 10 from the 43. Now a run with Wright. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Pass his man. It's Mumfield. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. Gain of 15 there. And it's going to be first down Miami.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So first down from the 41. Running behind center with right. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and keeps that defense honest.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. A tight end in motion now. Tagovailoa working from the pistol. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now it's 3rd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
7th play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Well, that delay game certainly doesn't help things. It's 3rd and even longer now.
Ready. 20 TX.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Billy Bowman. And the Falcons take over as he records his 10th career INT. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, here's May. Buys time, rolling right. Fits it through the middle. And nothing doing after the catch, but a good gain on it. They're down to the 35. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
First down throw for May. They left him wide open. It's complete. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Here goes front. Hey, what's up?
Here's Robinson. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. It's a gain of 7, and that brings up 2nd and goal.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Now we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. Falcons on top inside of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Trying again from the 2. It's 2nd and goal. He gets it again. And this won't get anywhere either. The front held up. Couldn't pick up anything. And now he brings up 3rd and goal from the 2.
When you get stuff like that on a second down run, the focus kind of shifts from getting the first down to just giving your punter enough room to get the ball out.
They've been kept out so far. Need to find a couple more yards here on 3rd and goal. May now from the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons grow their lead just before halftime. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Return starts at the 9. Showing a little burst so far. He's racing past midfield. Field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field, and you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And again, it's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions that made this 3rd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. And they get to him again. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And Robbins on again for another punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. He fields this at the 18. And a big hit on the return to stop it cold. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Going play action, May. On the move, headed right. Dumps it off to Robinson. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4. Throwing is May. Short pass brought in. And it'll be out of bounds right along the 40. 7 yards on that pickup. And that is good enough for an Atlanta 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. May now. Cut down the field. It's Pitts. And he's down to almost... Oh, no. They're actually going to give him the 30 here. That one hits for 30. And that's a Falcon 1st down. Offense up to the line fast. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
What's up? Crazy. Hey, what's up?
Throwing again, it's May. Finds his back, it's Robinson. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Working quickly here.
15 more yards. That's another Falcons first down. 1st and 10.
May on 1st and 10. That one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. Trying to find his tight end. And it's going to be 2nd down. Well, what a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythm. It's truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? Got slid this great note from our stats savant, Daniel Kitchen. Phillip Rivers owns that record block. 25 straight completions to begin a game. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they could try for some points going into the break. Here comes the final play of our first half.
Here goes up. 5. Hey, what's up? Crazy.
One final shot before the half. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons get more points to end a lopsided first half. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. Point after up and good for Bates. And the Falcons stretch their lead to 21. So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. Here's a return from the 7. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. Lofts it deep right side. Wide open down the field, and he has it! Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons grow the lead coming out of halftime. Bates now for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Falcons grow their lead yet again. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. This is right, running left. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Putting the tight end in motion. the 34 before he's tracked down. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Tua out of the pistol. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Ready. Big team.
Throwing again. Here's Tua. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And this is a small pickup to the 39-yard line. Greg Greenlaw getting there for the stop.
Well, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch. He was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
Falcons bringing out an extra defensive back for 3rd down.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Drake Greenlaw picks it off. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead. And
has a hole left, room to run. All the way, and that's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons continue piling on to this lead.
Dolphins, nothing.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10.
44. Ready. Ready, team.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
that's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
They run it from the gun with Wright. Good pickup, but he's denied that 1st down. The stop comes at the 32-yard line. Third down, 1 yard to go.
Ready. Hey, 21 TA. 21G. Solo left Zion.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to push one deep down the right. Oh, and he can't follow through. He had the deep shot for a moment, Brock, but he bobbled it and drops it. For the Dolphins, readying for the punt. Brad Robbins will kick it away. Nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32. On play action, here's May. He put everything he had into this one. This is caught inside the 15. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons piling onto the scoreboard yet again. Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Falcons continue adding on to that lead.
42. Dolphins, nothing.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
Dolphins just about set up here. First and 10.
All right, come on.
The first carry now. This is Ollie Gordon. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes second and 11. They go play action with Tagovailoa. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock. And physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Third and long for him here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
The issues this offense has been having, well, they extend well beyond third down today. You can just look up at that big goose egg on the scoreboard, but now, time's not on their side either.
And he's brought down before the return gets far.
First and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is first and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And they're going to bring him down just moments before he's able to break it across midfield. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons trying to end this before the final quarter. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. His third of the game on the ground.
The kicker on for the
Okay, we hear week after week how hard it is to run the football at the NFL level, and it is. But this guy today, he's making it look easy, and they rarely do that from the running back position.
Dolphins, nothing.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Brings in the kick at the 9. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Ready. All right, go ahead. Go, go, go. Ready. Let's go. 32 stand. Let's go. Watson, Oscar. Hey, hey. 20, TX. Ready.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down here after 42. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that is the Dolphins' first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
Ready. Ready. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Water, long. Hey, 21 TM. Solo left Zion.
First down, here's Tua. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down. Offense to the line for second down.
At the 40-yard line.
Ready, team.
Thankfully, only one quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Dolphins who have the ball, hoping they can flip the script because this game has been a nightmare for them so far. Back to the line they come, second down.
They're right here. Out. 21G, 21G. Snap. Hey. Out.
Now Tua to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they're approaching midfield with that gain of 6. He's up to the 46.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Ready, team. Let's go. Hey. Watch it, Oscar.
Throwing on third, Tagovailoa. Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Billy Bowman. And the Falcons get it back after making their third first-half interception.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
He's going to keep it this time. He's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Crazy. Hey, what's up? 5. Crazy. 5.
On the gun, it's May. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long, but finally, this defense has an answer.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Hey, what's up? Crazy.
May now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that brings up 4th and short.
Results in a 4th down.
Bates' kick is up and good. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10.
All right, get out.
Hand off, running left, right. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
Tagovailoa back to throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Falcons are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Hey, what's that?
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Here he goes again. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
You know, one secret ingredient on these jet sweeps to take off like that, Kate, it's timing. We talk about timing and precision in the passing game, but it's the same thing on a jet sweep. You got to hand it off just at the right time to capture an edge like he just did.
Hey, what's that?
1st and 10, around to Robinson. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Operating from the gun, here's May. He gets it to Juwan Johnson. And the defense gets the stop to deny that first down, but still a very good game. They picked up 12, 3rd and short.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
3rd and just 2 to go. Trying one here with Robinson. It's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
Right here, Kate, this is where I'd love to see a team go no huddle. You just ripped off a great run. Momentum-changing run. Now get back to the line and don't let that defense breathe.
Trying to sneak May. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Falcons throwing 6 more on the blowout. Drake made the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons tack on 7 more to their lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10.
32 Stinger.
Frank gets it, headed right. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
The 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Dolphins trying to do some window dressing. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Ready.
They send a tight end in motion. Right again. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Yeah, you want to get above 5 yards to carry? Put together runs like that. And I'll tell you what else a run like that does, Kate. That sets up the play action. Right? When you really just gouge and gash a defense like that, the next time you run that action, they're going to be thinking running the ball. You go right over their head.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Going to the ground again on first. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
44.
Wright running out of the gun. Looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up 3rd down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Go ahead.
And they pick him off again. Picked off by Billy Bowman. And the Falcons get it as he makes his 3rd interception in this game.
Well, I don't know what more to say. Just a dominating effort, really, in every phase. To put up a score like this in this league, it's hard to do. It takes all 3 phases to get it done. And mercifully, well, we're getting closer to the end of this one.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A toss now to Robinson. Has some room to work. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Falcons continue adding to an insurmountable lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. This makes it up to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Here's a give for Wright. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yard to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
So the Falcons earn the win in this one. And yet another challenger is vanquished as they continue to carry this undefeated season in November. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A well-earned win for the Falcons as we say goodbye from Atlanta.